Hello and happy Wednesday, everybody. My name is Justin Nimergood. I am your host of the Real Estate Rockstars podcast. Today, we are joined by another incredible guest, Mr. Ryan Converse. Just a little bit about Ryan before we get into our conversation here today. Ryan prides himself on being not just a loan officer, but a trusted advisor committed to helping his clients navigate the complexities of home financing with ease and confidence. He's an experienced mortgage broker and the driving force behind Texas Homes and Loans. With 7 years in the mortgage industry, his partner and he have helped countless home buyers navigate the loan process with confidence. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or a seasoned investor, Ryan has expertise in creative financing, market strategy, and personalized loan solutions that ensure the best deal possible for clients. Ultimately, he is passionate about breaking down complex mortgage topics into easy to understand insights, making home ownership more accessible for everyone. It's without further ado, I'd like to welcome Mr. Ryan Converse to the show. Welcome, Ryan.
Hello. Thank you. And sorry, you probably just saw a cat run across my screen. I apologize. You picked a perfect time.
Pets are welcome on this show. Pets are welcome on this show. No problem.
Cat in
Ryan, I know
the
I should.
room, that's for sure.
Oh, there's the cat again.
There's the
There's the
cat.
kitty
Let
cat.
me fix this real quick. I apologize. This is not going to stop.
The kitty cat wants to be part of the conversation, Ryan. It's okay. It's not a big
He was meant to be on screen. He knows it.
So, tell everyone, if you would, I know I shared a little bit about you and your background, but how and what was the driving force behind you getting into this space?
Yeah. So really, my whole kind of post-college career has been focused around helping people. And I wish I had known this when I was in college, but I found a serious love for finance as well. So I was pre-med in college, stuck in the medical industry for a long time with kind of the mindset that I wanted to do better for people in my community. And then I kind of started realizing that there was a lot of fun in numbers and putting puzzle pieces together as well. And so I found an opportunity to get inside the mortgage industry and find a suitable situation for people who are making, essentially the biggest financial decisions of their lives
Mhm.
um, until they make the next biggest one. So it's been a fun ride and very happy that I got to um, go into the industry.
So the medical, I didn't know this about you. So you were going down a medical path, it sounds like. What, looking to be a doctor or
Yeah, so I was looking to be a doctor. When I was applying for medical school, I got into one, but it wasn't where I wanted to be. And at the same time, I met the owner of a small medical device sales company, and so I decided to go that route instead and be able to stay where I was, and still be able to help people and make sure they're getting the. I was a foot and ankle rep, so I was making sure they're getting the necessary equipment that was needed to, you know, allow them to walk and do normal life situations.
That's great. That's great. Well, it says a lot about you that you're all about helping people. I mean, people that are in those type of professions are very focused on client, service, client experience, and that's what I think makes you great at your job. Obviously, we've done a number of transactions together, I'm sure, which we'll talk about here, at least some in our conversation here today. So, wonderful to hear. Now, there's a lot, switching gears back to kind of mortgage and lending and all that now. What do you think the future of real estate looks like as you see it? I mean, there's a lot of speculation all over the place about what's going to happen with interest rates, what's going to happen with the industry. We'd love to hear it from you and your expertise. What are you seeing with the industry?
Yeah, I mean, it's always going to be transparency, relationships, and building trust. I think those are the keys to no matter what era of the industry we're in. Obviously, technology is playing a larger part. AI and personalization. Clients want faster pre-approvals. They want easier situations, easier talk-throughs, easier scenarios. But So I think there's going to be a lot of, as you've seen, there's already more integration in being able to provide pre-approvals without even talking to the client. But when it comes down to the tough decisions that need to be made, the relationships and the trust building is going to be essential. Um, it's just making sure that we are catering to the needs of the clients and seeing and making sure that we're able to provide, we're able to find ways to provide the answers to their questions in ways that they prefer to talk about them, I guess.
Mm. Speaking in their language, so to speak, if you will.
Yeah, speaking in their language, in a minimalistic mode.
Yeah. Yeah, that's oftentimes the hardest part for me too, as a as an agent, as an real estate advisor, is translating it into, and not into a literal different language, but into the language that jives with them, because
Yeah,
everyone learns differently, everyone hears things differently. You have the tonality in which you say things. I mean, there's just so much to communication in this industry, and it really is critical that you speak in their language, as they say. So I totally agree with you on that. Now, there's lots of challenges, there's lots of rewards. Let's start with the rewards. What do you really see as the most rewarding part of the job?
I think the most rewarding part is seeing people, sign the dotted line and getting access to their home. And I always have a post-close call with my clients about, what to expect moving forward after they've moved in. I always, ask them, hey, how's the move in? Have you done anything new to the house? Um, what's it look like moving forward? And it's always excitement, um, appreciation for what's been done, and just kind of having those daydreams about what you're doing with your own house. In renting, you always have guilt putting holes in the walls, and when you own your own home, you can paint everything and have fun with it and do what you can. So I think that's the most rewarding part, is just being able to have that conversation about the excitement that comes with owning your own home.
Hmm. Hmm. And some probably fear and trepidation and anxiety, but I think very quickly people are good about getting over that. I know you and your wife actually just built your first home, is that right?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, so it kind of that helps, certainly helps relate to the first time home buyers. Yeah, we built our own home, so we kind of got to choose all the ins and outs that came into it, which is very exciting. And we got a little bit away from the hustle and bustle of the city and moved out in the burbs a little bit. So enjoying some quiet and peace.
Quiet and peace, getting ready for that firstborn baby, huh?
Yeah, yeah, we got the house, had to get a bigger car, and yeah, we're working on the nursery, so that's part of those, exciting, being able to do what you want with your house situations, and getting ready for the firstborn. We're very excited for it.
Absolutely. Now, we talked rewarding, but I mean, obviously there's challenges. We kind of spoke about some of the challenges, but as you really dig in, what are some of the biggest challenges you see as part of your job as it is today?
Yeah, the biggest challenges is the uncertainty and the unknown. I mean, buying a house is very intimidating. It can be, at least. It's a huge financial decision, and especially nowadays, everybody just listens to what they hear on the internet or what they hear on TV. Most of the time, it is not a direct correlation to the market that they're in, and it's all doom and gloom per se. So the biggest challenge, I think, um, is overcoming the uncertainty and the intimidation in clients mindsets when it comes to buying, because it's a very wealth providing situation, and if done right, it's typically not dangerous. Just when people don't have anybody they trust, they get scared, and I think that's kind of the biggest downfall to it.
Hmm. Yeah, I can appreciate that. I mean, um, there's lots that's kind of nebulous, especially in your side of the space, right now. And I know people probably you probably see a little bit of this anyway, which is people think they can afford more than they really can, or maybe they're way off and they think they can afford way less than they really can. And how do you kind of overcome those challenges, and re-educating them to what is the real standard? I mean, how do you walk them through that? Because I know there's tons of tools out there online, right? You can go to Zillow.com right now, type in your rough income and other estimates, and it'll pop out, not a true pre-approval, but like a pre-approval almost estimate for you. So how do you get around these individuals using all the tools out there and you being like, well, here's the real if you will.
Yeah, yeah, that's part of the issue too. Is Zillow, like companies like Zillow or Redfin or a lot of companies, there's advertising interest rates. Uh, most people don't know the factors that go into a mortgage and the costs that coincide with those low interest rates that are being shown.
Hmm.
And so they come in talking to a mortgage broker like me and expecting a certain price point of a house to be a very low mortgage cost. Whereas, a lot of these companies are doing it nationwide, especially down here in Texas. Property taxes, homeowners insurance are a little bit more complicated than a lot of other places in America. Um, but when it comes down to it, I mean, transparency. Buying a house is very emotional. It's a permanent decision in a lot of situations, and so trying to, I guess, smooth the emotions, uh, build that kind of dream of what you want to do with your house, and make sure that there's no surprises is
Hmm.
kind of key. Whenever there's a surprise, whenever somebody feels like they've been backed into a corner, that's when it gets a little bit more complicated. So that
Hmm.
transparency, that communication, even if by the end of the process it doesn't go exactly as somebody hopes, as long as there's no surprises, everybody's still happy. Um, and so that's kind of the best outcome, is to make sure there's no surprises and the communication transparency are full throughout. Because yeah, most of the time, for especially with first time home buyers, there's a little bit of surprise with what a house will actually cost.
Mm, interesting. Yeah, it's surprised, as in it's more than what they expect, or it's less than what do you typically see?
I would say 90% of the time it's, well, probably I would say 60 to 70% of the time it's more than they expect. Yeah.
Yeah, just all the added fees and things built into the calculations. They think
Yeah.
it's just the mortgage. They don't realize you have the insurance, you have sometimes the mortgage insurance, you have the this and the that, and it all adds up quickly, doesn't it?
Yeah, and everybody, they talk about everybody's stuck in the past with the low interest rates that came out of COVID, and when they talk to homeowners who bought during that time, they talk about those extremely low interest rates, and there's nothing that we can do about the market and the market conditions. We kind of just have to deal with what we're given,
Right.
um, and so that's the another sticky situation is people are kind of stuck in the past and not understanding kind of what's going on in the current market today.
Yeah, I see that too. That's well said, Ryan. So we're gonna actually switch gears. So we're gonna enter into the final segment of our show for today, and I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. They're fun questions. There's no right or wrong answer. Okay, so don't stress out about them, Ryan. These are just fun ones. Keep you on your toes, so to speak. Okay.
Sure.
So the first one is this. I want you to fast forward. Let's say it's your 80th birthday. Who's there celebrating with you? What's going on? What kind of celebration is it? Paint us a picture of your 80th birthday.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. So 80th birthday, I have, of course, my whole family there, all the friends available, and my ideal is to be in the backyard of my house grilling. Absolutely love grilling, and um, just kind of talking about how we got there, um, all the good memories, and how how the many people we've helped over my lifetime kind of allowed us to be in that situation that we are, celebrating life, and hopefully celebrating 20 more years.
There you go. There you go. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, now here's the second one, and this one's a little bit more out there. I'm gonna admit this was a little out there, but it's all good. All right, so let's say it's your last day on Earth. The apocalypse has come. It's your last day on Earth, and you can only preserve three items in your time capsule that will carry with you and carry out your name with you, forever. What are those items and why?
Yeah. Man, it's always such a profound question, isn't it? I would say probably a picture of me and my kids and hopefully grandkids. Um, I would love to have a letter maybe written to my children, or not children, but my kin, my great grandchildren that I hadn't met yet, um, written by me to them for the future. If they're old enough, maybe if it's given to them when they're 21, have it strapped to a bottle of whiskey. I'm a big whiskey guy.
That's cool.
And then the third thing would be probably something that really encapsulates me is I put Thai chili spice on everything, pretty much every meal, 2 or 3 days of meat, through 2 or 3 times a day. I'm a huge spice guy, so I think that would probably be a pretty good encapsulation of who I am.
Chili spice. Wow. Learning new things about you every time we talk, Ryan. That's interesting. Are you talking about the Thai chili? Like it's like paste, Thai chili paste with the red chili
No,
in it? No?
so Thai chili pepper flakes.
Oh, flakes.
Yes,
Yes. Love the flakes.
the
Love
flakes.
it.
Those Thai chili peppers, they got some good heat to them, and those flakes, man, they do some good stuff.
Oh, you're a spice guy too. Yeah, my wife told me yesterday, she said, yeah, you've officially surpassed me in terms of your ability to eat spicy food. Because I
Wow.
put sriracha on everything, or the chili flakes, or I really love those red chili peppers that you can cut up, and they're like
Yeah.
really small. I love those things. I put those things on every meal base, every dinner meal anyway. So I am right there with you, Ryan. I love the
That's
chili.
incredible because those Southeast Asianers they were born in the heat.
Yeah, they were. But I've kind of I've managed to catch up to her, and now she says I've surpassed her. So, and it's straight from her mouth, not mine. So we'll take it though. We'll take it.
It gets addicting at one point, at some point, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's almost like every meal you feel like something's naked or missing if you don't have it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. So last question for you. This one's a softball compared to the last two. What is your definition of a real estate rock star?
Hmm. Um, Definition of a real estate rock star. I would say that somebody who puts, people in service above, anything else. Um, like I've kind of I said already, so I'll reiterate it. This is a huge financial decision for everybody who's doing it. There's a lot of emotions that go into it. So it's somebody who can make sure and have that transparent, happy-go-lucky attitude, and still be
Mhm.
able to work hard for them and dedicate their whole time and craft towards making sure that it's done right for the clients as well. Um, so I guess the real rock stars is those hard workers that are always communicative and honest and want to do right for the people around them.
There you have it, folks. Masterclass by Mr. Ryan Converse here today on all things mortgage and finance and the real estate industry. Ryan, we had a great time here today. Where can our subscribers and our listeners, where can they find and connect with you?
Yeah, I try to be as many places as I can. Texas, my website is texashomesandloans.com. My Instagram, as you can imagine, is Texas Homes and Loans. I have a YouTube that is Ryan Converse, HMLO.com, and then Facebook is Ryan Converse. So you can find me anywhere around those places.
All right. All right. There you have it. Another wonderful episode here on your Real Estate Rockstars. I am Justin Nimergood, your host. We'll be on again next week with another great guest, and we are signing off. Have a good day, everybody.
Appreciate you having me on.